that one thing that's so interesting with grief is that obviously me and Caitlin, we're kind of going over like our grief coping mechanisms and how we both cope with grief now and how we were, you know, a couple months ago when things were very like raw and fresh. And with her, there were so many similarities that we both experienced.
Yeah.
There was also so many differences. It really just shows once again, people grieve so differently.
Yeah. I was asking Kate, I was like, what have you been doing like over the last 6 months? Like what was like the first couple of months like for you after Liam passed away? And she was like, I was really like outdoors and with my friends and like trying to do activities, just being outside of the house. I was like, that's crazy because my friends could hardly get me out of the house. All I wanted to do was just sit in my house in like a little ball, but it was peace for me. Like I just wanted to be like with my thoughts. And I just think it's so interesting how people really do things differently and no way is right or wrong.
I've said it before on my platforms, but for me, when I am like feeling sad or down, I love being active. And so I always am like trying to be active, like signing up for workout class, going for a walk, doing something with my dog, doing something with my friends, like doing whatever it is, like small or big. And I think that's just like, you know, where it's different for us, but it's like she said, everybody does things differently, and that does not mean that you're right or wrong.
There's so many times this weekend that whether we were sitting down looking at like a menu at a restaurant, like just trying to figure out what we want to eat, she'd be like, oh, Liam loved this food, or like I'd be like, oh, Francesco loved this song that's on. Like the way that they come up randomly in our lives, I feel like is so beautiful, and that is the moments that you're like, this is how we keep them alive. And for some people, hearing that like Liam and Francesco come up in conversation often, for them it's like, oh, that's so unhealthy, you're not moved on, you're not healed. And it's like, because we're able to have these conversations and bring them up in such a beautiful way, it shows how strong we are and that we're not hiding from them, we're embracing this journey and like healing through those conversations.
Okay, so for tonight, our last night, I'm taking Caitlin to one of my favorite restaurants. I'm rushing my makeup. Our reservation's in 15 minutes.
We're always
we
in a
haven't
rush.
even gotten dressed. So I am really excited, but I'm also really sad because I don't want to leave.
I know.
But I think this only calls for a trip. A little trip to New York City, baby.
We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.